you, Christopher, so much. Woof, woof.
Hey guys, and welcome to Tuesday. I got back from work a little bit ago. I'm waiting for this to charge so I can film my 6 Wakes review, because I want to get that out right now. Would love to have had it out already, but I didn't film it this morning, so I'm going to film it right now and get it out and post it, and then edit vlogs and put those out. I think I'm going to try to go to sleep early tonight because I'm very tired, and I went to sleep a little bit late last night. While I'm waiting for that to do its thing, I thought I would open this big package for you. It's a lovely little large package. Yes, that's an accurate statement. I did send I sent some more stuff out to publicists for the next few months. I already have several things to get to, obviously, but there's always stuff coming out, so let the stuff keep rolling in, I suppose. I believe I know what's in this package. Asked for several things, and I think she sent a few things all at once, and then more stuff will come later. Okay, so first thing in here is, yes, I'm so happy. Okay, so the sequel to this book is coming out in April, I'm pretty sure. But this one came out this past year, and I wasn't sure if she would send it to me because it came out in May of last year, and I was like, I really wish I had requested that at that time, but then I didn't realize it was a thing until afterwards, and by that time my book channel was kind of on hiatus because my computer crapped out, and we went on our wedding and honeymoon and all that stuff, so I never got the chance to ask for it and read it and review it. So I'm going to read this and then read the sequel. She's going to send me the sequel as well. It is Too Like the Lightning by Ada Palmer. I've heard some really good things about this recently. People seem to have been really enjoying this story, so I'm going to give it a shot and see what I think. And then Seven Surrenders, its sequel, comes out in either next month or the month after. I'm pretty sure it's April. Suppose I could just check right now. I have a list of stuff and when they come out. And it is March. It comes out in March. I was wrong. It's not April, it's March. The very end of March, though. So I have all of March to read it, basically. So Too Like the Lightning, if you don't already know what it's about, it is about a guy named Mycroft Canner, which is fun because we've been watching Sherlock and Mycroft. Lovely. Mycroft Canner is a convict. For his crimes he is required, as is the custom of the 25th century, to wander the world being as useful as he can to all he meets. Carlyle Foster is a sensayer, a spiritual counselor in a world that has outlawed the public practice of religion, but which also knows that the inner lives of humans cannot be wished away. The world into which Mycroft and Carlyle have been born is as strange to our 21st century eyes as ours would be to a native of the 1500s. It's a hard-won utopia built on technologically generated abundance, and also on complex and mandatory systems of labeling all public writing and speech. What seem to us normal gender distinctions are now distinctly taboo in most social situations, and most of the world's population is affiliated with globe-girdling clans of the like-minded, whose endless economic and cultural competition is carefully managed by central planners of inestimable subtlety. To us it seems like a mad combination of heaven and hell. To them it seems like normal life. So that sounds interesting. That's actually a little different than what I thought it was, but yeah, interesting. So I'm going to read that and see what I think. I'll do a review of it, and then I'll also review the sequel when it comes out. So the next thing in here is this. This is, okay, so I read the first book in the trilogy that this is a spin-off of. Spin-off is not the right word, but it's basically a spin-off of the trilogy. I read the first one. I plan on reading the next two before this one comes out, or at least I'm going to try very hard to, so I can get this one. I don't think you need to read the other two to read this one, but I would very much like to, and it is Brian Staveley's Skullsworn. So this is a story set in the same world as The Unhewn Throne, and it follows Pyre, who is a character in the other books. So Skullsworn is about Pyre, and Pyre is not an assassin. At least that's what she likes to tell herself. She is Skullsworn, devoted to the god of death, and, if all goes well, will soon be a priestess. While Pyre has been killing and training to kill with the most deadly men and women of the world since age 8, she still has a bit of a problem with her final trial. To pass, Pyre has 10 days to kill the 10 people enumerated in an ancient song, which includes the one you love who will not come again. Pyre is not sure she's ever been in love. If she were a member of a different religious order, a less devoted, disciplined order, she might cheat. Priests of Annanshale, however, don't look kindly on cheaters. If Pyre fails to find someone to love, or fails to kill that someone, they will give her to the god. Pyre's not afraid to die, but she hates to quit, hates to fail, and so, with a month before her trial begins, She returns to the city of her birth, the place where she so long ago offered an abusive father to the god and abandoned a battered brother in the hope of finding love, and ending it on the edge of her sword. Okay, so she goes out to find love so she can kill the person she loves, so she can become a priestess for the god of death. So, I don't know if this happens before or after that trilogy. I'm not sure if I can tell from that description if it happens before or after. I'm thinking after, but we'll see. So this comes out in April. It comes actually at the end of April, so I was really happy that they could send me a copy of it. These are all from Tor, by the way, if I didn't already say that. And this last one, okay, so I thought this might be the case, that it would come in the ARC paperback form. We have some of the other books. This is like crazy ARC. Okay, so this is the 5th book in the series. We have some of the other ones. We have most of the other ones. And it is Within a Sanctuary of Wings by Mary Brennan. So I asked her this because we have the first 3 and we're going to try to get the 4th one soon. This comes out the end of April, so I have plenty of time to try and read that series back to back. None of them are all that long, so I'm hoping I can read the series back to back and then read this one and do a review of it when it comes out. That would make me really happy if I could do that. I know a lot of people have read this series and really enjoy it. It's the Memoir of Lady Trent series, and those are all the covers if you don't recognize what the titles are and stuff. So that last one, that one right there, that's going to be the actual cover of this. So I didn't realize this was going to be like a super archy, but that's interesting. So that's that. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't know that much about the other 4 books. So, but I hope to read them in April or before April. Meanwhile, while I wait for the stuff to finish charging so I can fill my reviews, I'm filling out tax returns because it's that time of year, and I'm almost done with it, but I'm really hoping that I can finish it tonight. Last year I had a whole vlog titled Tax Returns because that was the first time I ever did it, but this is the first time I've ever done it when we're married and filing together, and it's a little bit different and a little bit weird, but I'm going to keep working on it.
So, I have some exciting news, to say the least. Today I was talking on the phone with my friend Joseph. We were just catching up and seeing how each other was doing, and we were in the middle of a conversation, and I got a call on the phone, and I didn't know the number. I just knew it was local. I knew it was from around here. And so I was like, oh, hang on just a second. I didn't even tell him that I was going on the other line, which I feel bad about now, because it was the bookstore that I've been trying to get a job at calling me back. So I don't know how much I told on the vlog, I don't remember, but I went back to this bookstore like 3 times. Like, I just kept going over. Like, every few weeks I'd go in and be like, so are you hiring yet? And he'd be like, not yet, come back in a few weeks. And the last time, like, we really sat down and talked about me potentially getting a job there and stuff like that. And he called me, and I got the job if I want it. So, yeah, I would only be working like 2 or 3 shifts a week, so it wouldn't be very much, but we definitely need the extra money and hours right now, so that's completely perfect since I can't get full-time at my other job. So I'll be having 2 part-time jobs now, which I've done before. It can be exhausting, but that's also when I was working like 50 to 60 hours every week, plus Chris and I were talking constantly, so this time...
Long distance?
Yeah, it was...
A whole country away from each other?
And also we were on a 3-hour time difference, or 2-hour time difference, yeah. So it was very exhausting because of that, and because we always want to be talking, because that's when we were first dating. Not that we don't always want to be talking now, but you guys get what I mean. So anyway, this will be a lot easier, and a lot of the shifts will work up. The 2 shifts that he said I would have every single week for sure would be starting at 9 on Mondays and Wednesdays, which just works fantastic. So I obviously need to talk to my job right now and block off those days and stuff like that and not work those days, but holy cow. I think I have 2 jobs now, so I'm gonna talk to my work tomorrow and try to work out some final things with them, and then on Thursday I'm gonna call them back and we're gonna finish figuring everything out. So yay, that was really exciting, and I talked to him for probably like 7 minutes, and then I finally switched on back over to the other line, and I was like, wow, I'm so sorry for abandoning you for like close to 10 minutes. I didn't know who it was. I wasn't expecting it. And he's like, oh, that's fine. We talked for about 1 more minute, and then he got a call on the other line and had to go to work because he got called in. I was just like, well, it was just funny because it like killed the conversation right in the middle. I added it to him and he was just like, payback. So anyway, I'm really excited. Oh my gosh, I'm almost nervous. Like, I've never worked in a bookstore before, and I'm kind of freaking out, and I'm really excited. He said it'd be split pretty evenly between me working at, like, the reference desk and, like, helping people with, like, recommendations and doing all, like, the fun bookish stuff, which makes me nervous because I kind of talked myself up a lot when I went in there. I'm just like, I know a lot about, like, upcoming books, and I've read a lot, and I read pretty diversely, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I read a bunch of different genres, like, I was like, I know a lot, I know it's popular, and blah, blah, blah. But now that I might actually have to implement it, I'm just like, I don't know anything. I'm not going to know what to recommend. People are going to ask me for, like, historical fiction. I'm going to be like, Harry Potter takes place in the 90s. Like, I'm going to fail. So, anyway, I'm excited, though, and I'm hoping everything goes smoothly. I'm sure it will, but... And then he said the other half of the time that I would be just like a cashier, so pretty basic stuff and customer service and things like that. So things that I've already been doing for a while. So yeah. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it before either, but the promotion is pretty much set in stone of becoming assistant manager, and I should be assistant manager within the next couple weeks. So
Keep in mind, this is also that bookstore. She never gave them an application or a resume. They have no idea where she's worked in the past or anything like that. She just talked to the dude in person 3 times and was like, hire me because I love books and I'm awesome and I want to work here. And he hired her.
yeah.
It's pretty cool. It kind of goes against everything that I know about getting hired, but also at the same time it's like pretty old-fashioned. Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I don't do very well with, like, online applications. I feel like I never get hired when I have to do an online application or called back. But when I walk into a store, I get hired pretty often, probably because I'm short. I'm, like, short and female, and so they're just like, oh, everyone will love her. It's true.
Well, anyway, I'm going to go to bed really soon because I'm having a hard time focusing and staying awake because I stayed up too late last night.
Oh my gosh, we've been destroying our sleep schedule.
Yeah, I need to go to sleep early tonight.
I stayed up to 3 a.m. last night reading a book.
Yeah.
To 70%.
I need to go early. Sleep early, wake up at a good time. Anyway, and it's supposed to snow all night, so I don't know what it's going to look like in the morning, but it's supposed to snow all night and it's supposed to snow all day tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. But anyway, there was one thing that I wanted to kind of bring up. Now that we've finished our first month of our second year of vlogging, I kind of wanted to do this earlier in the month, but it's been
busy, kind
of been pushed to the wayside. So I haven't, but I'll do it now. It's still pretty early in the year, so it's still
relevant.
Yeah, it's still relevant. So I guess what I want to ask is, Why do you watch us? Why do you watch our vlogs?
Why the heck do you watch us?
I'm curious. A lot of you have been here for a long time. Some of you have come here later than others. And we're kind of approaching 500 subscribers on this channel. And I guess I'm talking about this channel specifically, but also I guess it kind of goes to other channels as well. Yeah. But more of this channel specifically. I'm just curious, like, why do you guys watch?
We're approaching 500 subscribers and 400 videos.
Yeah, we're almost at 400. We're almost at day 400. Which is really cool. I'm just curious, like, what your watching habits are when it comes to our vlogs. Like, why do you like watching us? Is it because we're bookish people? Is it because we have booktube channels and we're bookish people and you like watching bookish people do things?
Have any of you found us that didn't come from booktube? I'm also curious about that. I'm sure probably, like, at least 99% of you came from booktube, if not all of you.
I can't even imagine anyone finding us not from booktube.
If you have found us not from booktube, also let us know that.
Yeah. Do you like us from, like, do you like all the ARC hauls that I do on here, like that I unbox ARCs on here, that Giselle has unboxed ARCs on here now? Do you like The food stuff, is that your favorite thing? Like when we make food?
And not only make food, but like show us making the food.
Yeah,
besides just like showing you the food itself.
Yeah, like you like us showing us making the food, the process of it.
Do you like seeing behind the scenes stuff for our other channels? So like besides our calls, like this is what I'm currently reading, and this is
like
what
when we talk about what we've been reading and what we feel about them in these vlogs instead of like saving it for the BookTube videos.
And upcoming projects for our BookTube videos.
Do you like when we just sit here and talk to you about stuff? Do you like when we're out and doing things more? Like out and doing things more interesting? Like sometimes it's days where sometimes we just sit here and do nothing and we have to make a vlog of that day anyway. Like nothing happened today, but here let's just talk about stuff for a little bit. Sometimes we go out and do exciting things. Sometimes it's a mix. Sometimes it's big slogs of nothing and then some interesting things, and sometimes lots of interesting things happen.
This week's going to be really interesting, by the way, so.
But I'm just curious why you watch us, what you're here for.
And also, do you watch all our videos, or do you just watch some with like more interesting titles, or do you watch generally most of them?
Yeah, like do you pick and choose which ones you care about watching? If you see one that you like, you think looks interesting, do you watch that one? Or do you just watch all of them? Like, not everyone watches all of them,
yeah.
I can tell, but I'm curious, like, why some people watch some other ones over others.
And if you do watch all of them, why do you watch all of them?
Yeah, I guess it's completely fine if you don't watch all of them.
Oh yeah, we're not offended at all.
Yeah, like, I understand.
My mom doesn't even watch all of them. She picks and chooses.
Neither does mine too. My mom watches whatever one she thinks look the most interesting. So whatever your habits are with watching us, I'm just curious because I would like to know that going forward with this. Like I want to do this for a while and keep doing it, and there's some interesting things coming up soon, some cool things we're hoping to do this year, and I would really enjoy knowing how you feel about the vlog, how it's going so far, what you think of it, and what you think we could do to improve it, / what do you like, what do you tend to watch us for. So, anyway.
Also, if you do have any comments about, like, our normal BookTube channels, of course that is welcome. But
yeah.
We're mostly focusing on the vlog channel just to understand why.
Yeah.
Why?
But yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it so much.
We'll see you for an exciting tomorrow, and the next day, and a mild next day, and then a really exciting next day.